Alright, so we cut it and it held together, which I'm really happy with. It's starting to get a little late, so I will tackle the other piece tomorrow and then hopefully get this glued up. So I have to wait a little longer, but for you, now thanks to movie magic, it is the next day and I have my countertop that is completely dry. So what I have to do is I'm going to sand it down just a little bit to kind of get the rough spots out, and then we'll make a line and cut it and see if it fits together. That's the hope anyways. Let's do that. Okay, now that I got this piece sanded down, I just got to make sure that it's square and exactly where I want it, and then I'm just trace that line and hopefully it should match up. So let's do that. So I ran around this table a few times and have been back and forth. In case you can't hear right now, the wind is insane. It's shaking the bus almost and blowing open my windows. But I was able to go around and make sure it's completely square, at least for the board's sake. And then when I glue the two pieces together, it'll be easier for me to position it when it's all said and done and put together, and then I can sand it into one piece. Right here, it's looking perfectly square, even though it looks like it's at an angle. But looking from it down, it's damn near at a 90, and then also on this side I did a 90 as well. So we'll go ahead and go with our trusty mark. Because I'm pretty confident about this and where it's at. And if it's not, it's not. But that's what you get for doing this for your first time. So we're learning together. Alright guys, I got the two pieces cut. Got this one cut. Now it's the moment of truth to see if that actually fits. And survey says it's actually a little top heavy, so we'll put some over here. Boards on top. I think that is a damn near perfect fit. That's awesome. Okay, now that I have that line drawn out, all I'm going to do is I set these up on boards to where I can have it straight when I glue it together. And then I'm going to use the pocket holes that I did for the other ones to squeeze it, because my clamps are not long enough to grab each other side, and definitely not long enough to go the width of this. So I'm going to just go ahead and put that together and see how it turns out. Just making sure that it's straight and it'll be a nice glue up. So now we just gotta wait and see how it glues. Alright guys, so I have the table completely glued up. It's sanded all the way down to 220, I believe, 220 grit, so it's nice and smooth. And now it's in place where it needs to go. I don't know what I'm going to do about sanding it or staining it. But there's one last step that I have to do that I'm really worried about and scared to do because this took so much time to create. And I don't want to mess it up because I'm just so far along, right? But like I was saying at the beginning of this project, I want to cut a door, a hidden door, about here and there, that lifts up, and I can get to my chest freezer, because the chest freezer is right underneath here. And if I don't do it, there's no way I can get to it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna mark it up and see what type of box I want to make. So we'll take that unsettling step and then cut it. So I marked out my cutaway door, and yeah, I'm kind of nervous to cut into this, but I know I need to because there's no way else I could get to the fridge or to the freezer, and yeah, then I'll just have empty space underneath it. So guess there's one thing to do. And just like that, you have a trap door that leads to your freezer. And it's a nice big one too. Alright guys, so I was able to cut it out. I was super terrified to do it. I don't know why, but I think I liked it as just clean as it was. But yeah, it actually turned out pretty good. A lot better than I thought. And like I said, pretty ambitious project to be able to cut out a trapdoor in your countertop and everything. But the next steps are going to be kind of sand down the edges a little bit. They got tore up from the saw blade. And then I'm going to put invisible hinges on the back side of the trapdoor. And then I also have gas struts that will lift the door for me, so it won't have to be like a really heavy lift. So I don't know if I'm going to end this here or continue, but for today I got a lot accomplished, so we'll go ahead and leave it at that.